We're back.
Yeah, bud.
It's been a couple minutes since Jared and I sat down in the garage, and we just had the third and final of the year Montana Wild Shootout.
Yeah, bud. It went good.
Jared had a killer course of fire, a little more challenging, a little shorter time frame, the kind of match that we want to shoot. Just can't lead with it.
What I love about it is like I'm walking around just match directing. I don't get to shoot, and everybody, with the exception of Carl Ross until the barricade stage, but everybody's like, "Oh, I'm shooting bad." I'm like, "Keep your head in it." Everybody's saying that. That means like it's just going to be an overall lower scored match, but it kind of makes everybody feel like they're worse, or I get however you want to look at it, but it makes everybody feel like they're doing bad. I liked it.
Yeah. I feel like it just lets you know that you're not as good as you probably thought you were.
Yeah.
Which I love, because then it like motivates you to want to actually go like train and shoot more if you're trying to do well, at least.
For sure. What's in like the PRS barricade? That's a straight PRS barricade stage. 8-inch target at 400 and 500.
Mm-hmm.
5 positions off the barricade. And that far target, that 8-inch target at 500 yards, when you're like on single bagging and wobbling, everybody's telling me that's a 4 or 5-inch target. Like, what are you doing? I was like, dude, it's an 8-inch target. Yeah. It's a deer's kill zone, and you're running a 20-pound match rifle. Like, go hit the target.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah. I thought it is hard, but I thought it was actually pretty easy now that the berm's behind that target.
Yeah, that one was skyline.
I get that it's probably better to have the berm there.
Yeah.
But it was a nice one. It was skyline.
No, it was so hard trying to see trace, dude, when you missed.
Plenty of days where I did not see trace and just went flying out there somewhere. You're like, did I dial my dope? You're like, oh, no, I just didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah.
Explain your progression real quick for people. You did 3 matches.
Yeah, so our Montana Wild Shootout series was kind of it was meant as an inspiration and opportunity for people to come out and learn and shoot matches. You know, like Montana Wild, we sponsored it. We ended up getting a barricade built. It was just kind of giving back to the community. So with that in mind, is like the first match of the year. It's in January. It's definitely like a shake the rust off type of match. Everybody's done with hunting season, and we've had a couple cold months here in Montana, and so that first one was long time frames. I think I did 2 minutes 30. I didn't do 3 minutes. It's still 2 minutes 30. Big targets, not very much transition. Like you'll shoot the same target maybe 2 or 3 times in a row, right? So if you miss the wing call, then you can hit it on the second or third try. And yeah, it was just like more. That first match was definitely pretty darn easy, and just like new shooters, you know, let them hit some targets so they get a good feel for what precision rifle matches are like, and so I want them to enjoy themselves. And then next match we cut the time by 15 seconds, so we went 2 minutes 15. Still, we ended up with a really light wind day, so the course of fire, like the scores were quite a bit higher because if you held on the target that day, there was the March match. If you held on the target or held left edge, you were most likely going to hit the target. And there was a little bit more transition, still not anything crazy. So we had some high scores. And then this match, it's a PRS regional qualifier. So they definitely want those matches to be a little bit harder. And then for us as Montana Wild, the shootout series, we wanted, like if somebody was brand new and they like kind of had an easy match, a little harder match, and then kind of a true skill level match to see what the actual level is at a national match. And that's what this was. And so it definitely gave people a very realistic expectation. We had a few national level shooters there, and so they shot well. I think you were just right on the back edge of them. Not as prepared as you normally would, but so like you were right there with them. And then there was a pretty steep drop off from there, and it's not to hurt anybody's feelings. The goal is to let people know what the actual skill set is out there, what people are doing on a national level, so they could see where they're at. And our goal is to motivate them to push harder, learn what they don't know, figure out what they don't know, and try harder. So,
yeah, I was laughing because on the barricade, some guys were starting on the left side, and they would get to the second position. Which, let me turn this thing off real quick. Hopefully, I don't, sorry, had to turn my fan off. But the second position, it says suck less. And I was like, that's going to be so great if like they sucked on the first one and then they got to that position. It's like, suck less.
Nice.
Like, I don't even know what I was saying other than
I was walking up to that stage with all, because you have all the sayings that you wrote on there, and there was what Glenn Dimray he shot, and he's like, man, it was like a 15-mile-an-hour wind out there, but I don't believe it. I feel like it was only a 10, and I just pointed to the believe the bullet. I wasn't even saying anything, and people would say stuff as I'd come by, and I'd just point at one of the sayings. It was an answer to whatever they were dealing with. It was great.
I'm glad that I wrote stuff on there.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, it was cool to shoot that. I did not train or prepare well. I wanted to show up and just be at the match and hang out and shoot. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, definitely some really skilled shooters there.
Yep.
I don't remember who got fourth. I don't know if I.
That was a guy named Bryce from Idaho.
I met Bryce.
He's new to or I don't know that he's come. It was his first time at this match, so he shoots a lot in Idaho and Utah.
But Phil, obviously, exceptional shooter. I knew that he was in town with his family, so I would just kind of through the match, make sure that he won. I definitely did not do that. But then Carl and Seth are absolute savages. Like
they were all separated by 2
Bryce,
points.
Yeah, he's obviously a good shooter.
Yeah,
but and then it was me, poor little Zach, back in fifth.
It's good though. It was a respectable showing for the difficulty of that match.
I love matches when the points start falling off.
Yeah,
the top guys are kind of in there pretty close, and then it just really kind of starts to fall off a cliff.
Yeah,
to be okay, this was just a hard little regional match, not a hard national level match where 1 point could be a big deal.
100%. Yeah, this is the first match of the year for me. Actually, the first one in a few years that I haven't had a shoot off. I don't like doing tiebreaker stages, even though I had the barricade stage in there with time for this one. But I like giving people the opportunity to shoot off in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
that's what I love about archery competition. It doesn't the pro level. It doesn't matter where you place on the weekend. You still have to go to a shoot down. The top 5 guys have to shoot down in front of everybody. And there is no recreating that. You cannot go out and practice on your own. Even if me and you go and shoot for $100, it's not the same as a shoot off. So this was the first match I haven't had to do that. I think in 3 years that I haven't had to do that.
Yeah.
So, I think it was just the difficulty of the match kind of caused that.
I feel like still the biggest thing that guys are not doing and not putting any emphasis on is just run the stage in your head before you shoot it.
Oh yeah.
And go up to all the props and look at it and look at it from the shooting position. I didn't look down at the prone on the spool.
Yeah.
And that berm kind of came in on the edge. And where I first put my gun was not where I wanted my gun.
Yeah.
And then by the time I moved it over, it wasn't really right, but I was I know I have to haul butt to get through the stage.
That one was tight.
And so I just sent them.
Yeah.
Missed those and then
get to the points that you can get. Yeah.
I was because even just the mental strategy of okay, get down, send it at 9, but you should get all the rest of the points at these other 2 targets.
Because they're pretty easy.
So try to just put one out there, try to make a win call and get at least one impact. I couldn't do that. And then you should just be able to hammer through the rest. But I think I timed out on the last shot. Speaking
about visualizing and all that stuff, I came at the tail end. You were visualizing.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to get it on camera because it's not something I could say, hey Zach, do your thing. But you were just in the zone. You're visualizing. It was I forget which stage it was. Regardless, it was the lot of transition, and so. It would have been cool if I would have got it. It would be a cool little thing to put out there. It's going through, you're literally shooting in your head multiple times, 5 times, 10 times before you ever grab your gun and go up there to shoot.
Yeah.
And so you don't make the mistakes most of the time when you do that. But that with the amount of transition in this match, we talked about it earlier, how many people were just getting out of order because I'd have 1 shot on 1 target, 2 on the next, 2 on the next, 1 on the next one, whatever. And it just threw people off. They'd get out of order. And once you're out of order, in theory, with the PRS, you're not supposed to get coached on the clock on which target you're on. Yeah. So now they're just out of order and they don't know where they are. They don't. It's a good mental thing, mental training for sure. On top of shooting skill, but the mental training is super difficult.
Because it's like if you can eliminate mental errors, then like you're way ahead of a bunch of guys, regardless of skill set.
For sure. 100%.
And your body already knows what it's supposed to be doing. Like the fact that you just ran it through in your brain.
Yep.
I mean,
from like, dude, I like in my head with my same like eyes closed, like bags in this hand, rifles in this hand. I'm going to set my bag, rifle, which knees down, which knees up, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, then it's like, yeah, that all goes away. You clear your head so that you can think about the real variable that you don't know. That's the wind, right?
Yeah, and it's like I'll do like different versions of it. I mean, if I'm really trying to go to a match and like do my absolute best, I try to do it on every single stage.
Yeah.
I didn't this weekend, but there was a few of them. I did it until I started sucking enough to know that like there was no chance. And then I just kind of shot for fun. But I'll just like run through the target order. Like I'll look at the target and like see a bullet hit it. And then I go like I run through like seeing like the target order. And then if I have time, which you should generally, I'll like do it just like you said, like, okay, like start the timer, go up to the barricade. I'm going to set my bag the right way. I'm going to point my gun in the general direction. Right knee's up. Dope's already dialed. Get in the gun, on target, load around. Am I level? Yep. Okay, pin the trigger, bullet impacted. Rack the round out. Shouldn't use my left hand. Should be a right hand dial.
Yeah,
you know, like, and like go through it all.
Yep. 100%.
Which that could take you 3 minutes to think through it.
Yep.
You know?
And when you're first on a stage, sometimes it's just like, hey, dude, like I'm going to take my time before, like I'm not on the clock yet. I'm going to take my time and do that. Make sure, because I want to hit the
It really should only be like the very first stage you shoot all day if you happen to be one of the first couple shooters. Because after that, you know, on the rotation, hey, I'm up first next. Like I got to ditch my squad as soon as I shoot to go get ready.
For sure.
But yeah, it was fun. The weather was nice. That's always helpful.
Really nice weather. It sounded like the wind was super variable. That was, I think that in addition to all the other difficulty of the course fire, sounded like the wind was kind of pulsing quite a bit. Did you experience that?
Yeah. I haven't been shooting enough to like really have a good feel for the wind. Like I'm still kind of like just thinking I know what it should be and shooting it.
Yeah.
Versus like when you shoot a lot, I feel like you just like have a good feel when you look through your rifle scope of what it should be.
Yeah.
Like based off everything. I feel like it's just like the little brain machine that's just working better. Where now it was like couldn't even remember what you like actually held on the last, wind call. Because I just haven't been shooting enough. But the like out and backstage, like hit, just didn't see like perfectly where I hit on the plates, because they're kind of close and they're big. And like just I'm shooting suppressed. You don't always like catch it perfect.
Yeah.
And then I think I went off the right at 5. And then I went to 6 and basically just added a 10th to that wind call and was like left of the plate a 10th.
Wow.
Then went out to 7 and basically took what would have hit at 6 to 7, but I was kind of slightly angled right. So I think I added a 10th to what I should have held at 6. Hit. Then I missed
on the little one.
The little one.
Yeah.
On the
7.
The not strong side. And then I came to 6 and held what I should have held the first time. Not enough wind. Went off the right. And then I was just pissed off. Terrible. I don't even remember where I missed at 5.
Wow.
Then I hammered at 4. And then I literally timed out like
on 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
I got a 4.
That's a fun stage too, because it's like a troop line, but because of the way the targets are laid out, it's tons of transit. You're like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Like you're and like I said, arms reach of the tire, but which you could go prone, but you can't see 2 of the targets from prone, so you basically have to shoot it off of the tire or tripod or something.
I looked down there and I was like, dang it, you can't see 6.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Like you could definitely like jump up and shoot 6, but then like
guaranteed the timeout.
Just like shoot off the tire.
For sure.
But I was like, oh, I hope Jared like allowed it so you could shoot prone there.
Oh yeah, I definitely did. That's why I just said arms reach of the tire. But yeah, that was that's fun. It's fun watching everybody shoot. It's cool to be done with that. Stoked on the barricade. Everybody's thankful. We got a lot of good compliments about that. It was just nice to get back to the shooters and people being grateful for it,
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the old barricade. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You can't say that your home barricade isn't good enough to go shoot the barricade stage and do well at a PRS match, because there is one of those at every PRS match.
Definitely. Yeah, it was good. So now kind of stoked to be done with running matches this year, and I get to shoot another match in Belt. Shooting that with Surge at Ableco, and then bear
What's
hunting.
your guys' training plan?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him. I texted him today, just asking about he's transferring me a suppressor. So waiting for the Form 3 to clear so it could get sent up here to Montana Tactical so we could do the transfer. So yeah, we haven't talked about that. It sounds like our dopes will be pretty close lined up. We've just been talking about loads. So
Because you guys have to win.
we're gonna try.
I'll put it out
It's
that you have to.
Dude, there's some killers. There will be some killers there.
Who's the other best team?
I heard Rhett and Richie are coming. They're good.
Oh,
they're good
those
shooters.
guys.
They're good. They
are good shooters.
They're really good. They're good as a team for sure. So yeah, it'll be. Who else is coming? There is another good team that I heard about. Cannot remember. There's another good team. So yeah, we'll have to be on our game. We're not just gonna walk up and clean house. Dude, we're gonna have to shoot well.
How many days are you gonna try to shoot before the match?
I'll shoot a lot. I'll definitely shoot every single day leading up to it. If Surge is coming in a day early, we'll definitely go do a training day.
Nice.
And then yeah, I'll be shooting. I've got a lot of leftover ammo from. Man, it must have been 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago when I was shooting my 284 a lot. Mm-hmm. So that's why every time I've been able to shoot my 284 quite a bit. Got to get used to that recoil, bud. Mm-hmm. 6 BRX does not recoil like a 284, so getting used to shooting that thing. Trying not even to take my BRX out anymore.
Is he gonna send you a break for the can?
Yeah, it's a braked theorem.
Nice,
which would be sick.
Yeah,
that'll be sick. I've shot the theorem a little bit, but the one they send me will have a brake on it, so nice. I anticipate it'll be a little better. I was around some this weekend, man. Just speaking of those braked suppressors, it is very pleasant because I shot a bunch of photos at the match, and man, like obviously you get up next to a brake, and I'm trying to shoot photos. I'm next to people shooting photos. I'm getting blasted by brakes. The brake suppressors are impressive still, dude. I cannot believe how pleasant they are still. I thought that they was going to add a lot of extra concussion. Not at all. It was great. I was pretty stoked on those things.
Yeah, it was sweet to see how many suppressors were at this match.
100%.
Just like, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah. Phil shoots suppress, right? He's shooting
with a brake.
Brake suppressor?
Yeah.
A brake suppressor.
Oh, cheater.
Oh, so that's cheating. You're not okay with that?
I just don't have one yet.
Talk smack until you get one. Nice. So yeah, that match is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward. There's gonna be a whole. I think Phil might be coming to that too.
I think so.
It depends on his schedule. I talked to him this morning.
Oh, nice.
Because
I hope he comes.
Seth got us opened up a slot for him, so
nice.
Hopefully he comes, and then yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to that.
Heck yeah. So that'll be sweet.
Yeah.
In other news, be on the lookout. We are going to be selling hats and T-shirts. Y'all have been asking for them. We've been dragging our feet. We've had them for like a month and a half.
I was going to say, we just got them in. Get them to you guys as quick as possible.
I just haven't wanted to go mess with the website.
Yeah.
Figure all that out. So be on the lookout when those are come up and are going to go live. We have pretty limited quantities right now. And we probably will just do limited quantities. So I would assume they're going to sell out. So if you want one, just be in the loop and buy one when they're available, because they are made in China. And I don't know if they will be made in China any longer.
Yeah, the price
hard to say.
Will likely not be able to be the same.
So if you want one, all I'm saying, giving you fair warning, just buy one, maybe buy two. Yeah. I know I blow through hats pretty quick. You start hunting them, they get
that's
rank.
like that's my biggest luxury item. I love to put on a fresh hat, dude.
Oh.
After you sweat one out or something, like God, just throw that one away and throw a freshie on, dude. I love it.
And the hats and the T-shirts, we definitely make sure we get good blanks. They fit well. They're good quality. The T-shirts you actually want to wear more than once. So,
dude, sorry, let me fix my mic. This one's the last one of the last batch. I got from you right after our mule deer hunt last year, and I'm like, again, liking fresh hats. Like, dude, this is what I've been hiking the M in every day. Like, it's
I can't even tell.
And dude, it's a really good blank.
You haven't even sweated into it.
Dude, I've sweat the hell out of it freaking hiking that in.
I don't see any sweat stains on it, dude.
I'm not super salty sweater though. I know some dudes salt. I've never got tested. My wife's friends with a lady in town that she's in the triathlons and stuff, but she'll do a salt test on you.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you, she does this little thing, hooks up little probes to you, and then you sweat into this little thing, and they test how much salt that you excrete or whatever, and how much salt you need to put back in. I haven't done her test. I just know I don't excrete a lot of salt in my sweat, so I normally don't get the white stains on there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Also, we got our first hunting film.
Dude,
May 1st.
So pumped on this.
Jared liked it.
I loved it.
Travis
dude.
liked it.
I got into the vibes, dude. The freaking Mexico vibes. It was great.
I went to Mexico in January, which did we put that podcast out, or are we saying
we're gonna put it out with the film.
Okay.
Some point around the film.
So went hunted coos deer. Been down there with Dylan and Nick on some other hunts, and they're like, "You gotta come hunt coos deer." And I was like, "They're little," but they're like, "You gotta come," and I was like, "Okay." Like, I just want to come down, and I'm just gonna see what it's all about. Just hunt coos deer and just live in Dylan's world for a week.
Nice.
And it was sweet. Hired Christian Valentine. Hopefully I'm not screwing that last name up. Christian. To come film, and he crushed. We spent a bunch of time kind of in pre-production talking about what I wanted to do and what we thought would be best, and listening to music and all that stuff. Pays big dividends on the back end, but he did an awesome job just hustling and shooting a lot and working from dawn to dusk and beyond.
Dude,
while we were down there.
He was a hustler throughout the thing.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Nice.
And then the edit was awesome.
Bro,
minimal feedback, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to give him enough direction and like input to make sure that we were kind of on the mark for what I want Montana Wild Films to look like, but I wanted him to put his own spin on it. And I think he did. Bro, I thought he did a really good job of kind of capturing the things I wanted to get captured, but like telling the story the way he wanted to film and edit it and put it together. And he did an awesome job.
Oh, yeah.
I know that like coos deer hunting maybe isn't like the primary like targeted species for a lot of us and a lot of people listening, but coos deer are really, really cool. They're teach you a lot about your glassing tactics and abilities, and the film ended up solid.
Dude. So. Loved his edit. Loved it. I wish I was I should have freaking forced myself in on those pre-production meetings just to like understand the process, because I'm still learning all that. Yeah. But yeah, the whole thing, crushed it. Loved it. Loved the film. Loved the it was just it was well planned out, because you guys got all the shots that you needed to put together a sick film. I loved it.
And we talked every day just kind of about what we were shooting and what we needed. And, you know, he was good about saying, hey, I want to get this.
Nice.
And we know the program to where it's like, yeah, whatever you want to get, man.
Yep.
But if you don't say I want to get something, then we're definitely not going to get it.
Yeah.
So he did a good job doing that, and interviewed some of the guides, which he was able to weave in there, and that worked super well.
Yep.
That was not my idea. That was his idea. So props. And yeah, like the final film does not track exactly like what we had as some ideas, but like talking about the concept and thinking about it just like puts your brain in the right space, that when you're there, you're already consciously thinking about like, how can I weave this together? Like, what are the pieces that I need to tell this story? Because I already had an idea of what it was I was trying to do here. So like, you're just thinking about it every day versus like just showing up with your camera and like, what's cool?
Yeah.
Like what, like.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I dig he's definitely his eye. I like his style. I definitely like his style. Just like the way that he shoots stuff. And I never was aware of it before until I actually got a camera on my own and started thinking about it.
Yeah.
And like I've told you this, like I'll frame all of you. Like let's leave a foot above and a foot below. So I got all of it. And then like his style, he gets what it's important. And it's like this angle right there, because that's what's important. Your brain fills in the rest. You don't need to. And so that's why it's like it's been cool just to watch that, like different people. When somebody actually has their own style, it's cool to watch it.
Yeah,
so, it's cool.
We've been crushing the M Wednesdays. Jared's gonna carry the torch again for the second week in a row.
Yep.
Last week I had no excuses other than I just was super tired from getting back from a road trip and didn't want to do it. And that's okay some days, kids. You can be a hard ass, and every once in a while, just say, I don't need to go tomorrow. I'm not going tomorrow.
The nice
now,
thing
if
is,
Jared wouldn't have been there, I would have had to have went.
Well, you covered for me because I was in Moab the week before, so you covered for me then. So I figured I'd cover for you. And and I want to go do it anyways. The nice, I don't even have to talk smack to you. You're hard enough on yourself that you'll make yourself feel bad about it. So I'm like, don't worry, dude. You just hang out, sleep in, dude. It's all right.
That's almost enough motivation not to sleep. I'll be there.
Oh yeah. No, the M's been good. Got some core dudes showing up and grinding it out with us.
Yeah,
it's been good. Get the legs fired up and the lungs burning. Looking forward to bears.
Super looking forward to bears. Haven't even thought about bears.
Yeah.
Because the bears haven't thought about us yet either.
Yeah.
Because some of them are still in the den.
Yeah.
Although it looks like our boy Jed Wood has already been out there. Someone killed one.
Someone got a bear.
Yeah.
Brandon was out last night. He sent me a picture of.
He sent me one too.
Did he? Nice. Yeah. I'm like, go shoot that thing.
I was like, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm always a bad person to send bear stuff to because I was like, it doesn't look that big.
And I'm like, shoot it. Shoot it now.
Yeah. Send stuff to Jared if you want reinforcement to kill it.
Yeah, dude, I'll talk you in. I'll talk you into that thing. Shoot it now from right here.
Are we gonna bear hunt together before Idaho or not?
I don't know. If we have, it's gonna have to be like game time decision stuff.
Yep.
Because I'll probably go out local with a couple guys. I'll probably go out with Brandon, do some evening rips and that stuff. They don't like to hunt local. If we end up with a weekend or a few days free in the middle of the week, we might run over.
I'm definitely going.
You're going for sure, yeah. It depends on where we end up.
You have to. I have to.
Yeah.
Mandatory May is like there's going to be one trip.
Yeah. See, the problem, because the belt match is
the problem. That's what you meant to say.
The problem. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're sorry, Seth.
Sorry, Seth. But when I'm in match mode, I'm thinking about matches. I'm not thinking about bears. So that's the problem. That match
you could dry fire so many field positions out there while we're hunting.
Maybe. I'm normally going back and forth to the range, loading ammo, shooting ammo, loading ammo, shooting ammo. So we'll see. We'll see how much I do in May. That once we get past that match, then I'll be in full blown bear hunting mode.
Nice.
So Idaho, Montana. We have some later seasons here in Montana this year too, right?
Yeah.
We can go all the way through June this year. Some spots.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the regs are because we'll be in Idaho.
Yeah. We'll see though.
Not wearing orange.
Love it.
So awesome.
Love Idaho so much.
Orange is such a stupid rule.
Yeah, dude. Idaho and California, no orange. Everyone wants to talk smack on California. They don't make us wear orange. Not in California.
Yep.
All these other states, man, forcing orange on us.
What's the point of it? There is none.
I don't know.
There's not a point.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people are wearing. You should never, ever shoot another human being. So that argument is just gone.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious to see other people when you're out hunting.
Yeah.
Like you see orange from a mile away. I swear it's just for the game wardens to make their job easier to be like, oh, there's some hunter over there. Let's go talk to them and harass them.
That's what it feels like.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Not to tangent off.
Yeah.
What's your gun setup for NRL Hunter? Because, guys, in about another month, the gun talk's going to, unless it's hunting rifles, it's going to be gone.
Is it?
Is it?
Well, dude, our freaking, I don't know if we're teasing it or not yet.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
never mind.
I'm gonna, dude. This
But that'll
not
be a
going.
hunting rifle.
It's a
The
hunting
match
rifle.
stuff
Yeah.
will be over.
Match stuff will be over, but the hunting rifle, I'm gonna be. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't think we're teasing that yet, but the
we're building a new rifle. New hunting rifles, plural.
Yeah.
We will be discussing it in thorough detail.
You'll hear a lot about it. But yeah, my rifle for integral hunter. So this is my long action anti-X that I built as like it's my kind of integral hunter rifle / hunting rifle.
Mm-hmm.
2 bolt faces. I have a 284 barrel for it, a 26-inch 284 barrel, and a 24-inch 300 normal barrel. So it'll be a 284. Gonna run 175 Elite Hunter, Burger Elite Hunters. I think the G7's a 336, which is the same. I'm shooting as a team with Serge. He's running the 6.5 PRC with 144 long-range hybrid targets from Burger, which are also a 336. So we're trying to aim somewhere between 2,900 and 2,950. We'll see exactly where we end up. But just we'll have pretty dang close to identical dope. The wind's what I'm less concerned about the dope as the wind. It'd be nice if our wind lines up, which I think it will. I think even if we're 50 feet apart, we'll probably end up pretty close on the dope, I would imagine, especially on the distance on these targets, you know. So yeah, it's in a Manners LRH, Night Force 4-20, arc rings. I think what else?
Attacker.
Yep, an attacker, Night Force attacker 4-20, and
Mill C.
That one,
or Mill XT.
I think that one has a Mill XT in it. All of them have. My 7-35 definitely has a Mill C. I think that one has a Mill XT. Pretty sure I got that one through Rhett, and I think I ordered that one with a Mill XT. And then, yeah, that's what's on it right now. And it's going to have a Theorem with the 7-inch Theorem with the brake, which I'm pumped about. That's going to be super cool. I haven't shot one with a brake, so I'm just pumped about that. So it's going to be nice and quiet, but still have some really good recoil reduction. Probably end up running. I think in teams you can be in heavy class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 16 pounds. So I'm probably gonna run triple bull. It's just like I have a hard time not running triple bull. You know, I shoot great off a tripod too. I'm super confident with the tripod, but I'll probably run a triple bull. Dude, with a triple bull, I'm only 13 pounds. I could damn near make light class with it.
Yeah.
But with a triple pull, I think I'm at 13 pounds. So it's like, I don't game it out. Even though I can. I've weighed in at a match with the Gray Ops gamer plate just to put extra weight. I was like, dude, that's freaking, dude, you're lame. Take it off. And I took it off. Yeah. I've never ran it. But I was like, oh, let's game out. But I can't, dude. And that's my other thing with NRL Hunter. I should go and do it I should build an NRL Hunter rifle, but I won't. I want to hunt with a hunting rifle.
Yeah.
I
killed a bull with this rifle.
Yeah. That exact rifle.
Is a real hunting rifle.
It's a real hunting rifle. Killed a really good bull with it. It's killed some critters, and I feel the spirit of the competition. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I probably won't build a gamer rifle, 25 Creedmoor or something. A lot of guys. I'm not knocking people. It's just like for me, that's what I like. So and it actually recoils pretty good. So
you're not going to run the new Tricer bipod on there?
Dude, not running the Tricer bipod. That's freaking that guy. Met him once, and then he put his foot in his mouth, both feet, pretty good. And it's like,
yeah,
for a guy that I really respect, it's like, man, should have waded in more gently into our world, because he is not part of the world, and it's like he would have been. The funny thing is, he could have been welcomed in with open arms, but he decided instead of wade in, he just like cannonballed into the middle with freaking 2 guys that we really respect. And it's like, dude, you instantly are like, we're not going to support you now.
Yeah.
Unless there's a major back.
The short of it, which we'll get into in further detail on the later date at some point, but
yeah,
the owner of Tricer likes to make very bold, boisterous, and big claims that his product does not back up.
Yeah.
And he cannot shoot a rifle worth shit right now. Dang it. Put the time code down, Jared. He's going to have to go bleep that one out.
Freaking guy.
I know. I'm getting fired up. And it's just frustrating for guys, especially Matt Alwine.
Yeah.
When you're an absolute beast and people are coming in and just making claims that are, I would call, deceitful.
Yeah.
Like they're just inaccurate.
Yep.
And again, if he would have taken a different approach, I think that some of his products are probably better than average.
Yeah.
He probably could have made a lot more friends instead of immediately making enemies.
Yeah.
And now there's a target on the back of your company, which I'm sure you'll still sell a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
There's a lot of consumers out there that don't know what's good, bad, and different. They just get marketed to and they buy stuff. But
yeah, we're just it's not like we want to see them fail or get hurt or anything like that. It's just like I'm personally not going to support a company that I'm not pumped on, dude. There's a bunch of cool companies out there and a bunch of really good people in our space.
Yeah,
and I'm just and I'm not against like talking smack, dude. Like I'm all about it. We could talk smack, but do that in private. Don't go put in some freaking ad out there or whatever it was that he did, dude. It's like that's not the right way to go about it. And especially like, I'm not trying to. It's just like the funny thing is like I'm pretty confident that both sides of that certain situation, they're both believers, and it frustrates me when I see like as believers we're acknowledging the fact that we're sinners, that we have like faults, that we're imperfect, and then when you're unwilling to forgive or like I don't know. It was a weird situation. I disliked how he brought up something from very long ago. Like doesn't allow people to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anger's a funny little thing that will make people do things they shouldn't do.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
But yeah,
what
that's
else?
that situation. What else going on right now?
We're getting new bows.
Oh, dude,
Jared's
I'm so
pumped.
jacked, dude. I'm so jacked.
Archery talk inbound.
I love it. Are they here right now?
No, mine's showing up today. Hopefully
Is mine there
yours
too?
is with it, and I won't tell you.
Dude.
Because
I'm so
in my
excited.
head, Jared's an archery nerd. I mean, I've set my own bows up and kill stuff with them, but I'm not a nerd.
Zach does
I
it.
should be more nerdy because it would. I'm sure there's a few little tweaks that would help. But
you do it as a means to an end. You just want to get your bow done and shooting so you can go kill stuff.
I just want to know that like 50 and in, it's most likely a slam dunk, and 60's most likely a slam dunk as long as I just make sure I have a good shot in good conditions.
Yeah, I like to tinker. I want to tinker. Like at archery league, if we have a 10-week archery league, I'll build a new arrow every week of archery league and retune my bow every time, just because I enjoy it to see what it does.
But
I love it.
Yeah, I like the guys at Matthews and I like their bows, so that's what we are getting.
I'm super pumped
Lift
on it.
X.
Yeah, I'm pumped to shoot them. I haven't shot a Matthews for a couple of years, and I'm jacked to shoot one. Their new, I forget the name. I got to educate myself on all the branding or naming, but whatever the tuning is on the cam now, or like spaces the limbs. Man, it's like there's a pretty.
I think you just throw an Allen in there and just turn it, and it shims it left or right.
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well, it's because the cam stays against one limb. I think the left limb. I can't remember. I'm gonna. All the guys with lift X's already know, but it stays against one limb, and then you're spacing the distance of the limb between the cam, which is pretty dang brilliant when you think about it. 'Cause the Bowtech system actually it's a drive, and it moves the cam. The spacing between the limbs stays the same. Drives the cam. Well, it's fixed on one side and just changes the space. It's pretty ingenious. Talking with Brett, he's pretty pumped on it, and like I know the guys that have shot him are pretty pumped, so I'm excited to tinker on it. I love tinkering. So.
Yeah, Mark Hayes over there is a beast.
Is that Matthews?
Yeah,
he's a designer.
Designs.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure there's a couple of them, but I'm pretty sure he's still the lead engineer.
Cool.
And it was like one of those companies where there's a lot of companies in our industry where someone designs a product and can't go out and perform with the product or on the hunt. And Mark is a sick shooter.
Is he? Cool.
So we shot at Reading with him and Joel.
Cool.
And like those dudes know how to shoot bows.
Rad.
Like good.
Cool.
So it's sweet when it's like, this is the guy designing my bow and he can go out there and sling some arrows. You're like, okay.
That's rad.
Yep.
That's rad. Yeah,
and they actually invest in good content.
They do. I love their proving grounds every year.
It's hard for me to be mad at Matthews about really anything.
Yep. Do you know, the thing I'll say, like, I'm not incredibly brand loyal to much of anything, I'd say. I was just like, I appreciate everybody. And so that's why sometimes people see you like change. Because I was shooting Matthews, and then I shot at PSE for a year, and I shot at Bowtech right now. And then, the thing is, like, people think that it's like, if I switch brands, it's because I'm like, oh, they're not good or this is better. It's like, no, I just like the tinker. Like, I would literally take one of every bow every year, and I'd shoot all of them. Like, I just like tinkering. But the thing that I've noticed from my Matthews, back, I had a V3X VXR that I ran over, unfortunately, on an antelope hunt. There's another one in there somewhere. Can't remember what it was. Man, they held a tune, and that was one thing that I experienced with just like my PSE and my Bowtech. And this is not saying that this is how they are. It's just like I felt that my Matthews held a tune better. Hunting season, strapping it on my pack, dropping the thing. Like, I'm just hard on stuff sometimes. Man, I just felt like it held a tune.
Dude, I've shot my V3X for 2 years and I haven't tuned it.
Really?
And I'm not saying that it couldn't be tuned better.
Yeah.
But
you get it there and it stays, dude.
And I hate it when people are like, it's super tuned.
Yeah.
It's like, you mean it's actually just tuned right?
It's just tuned.
It's not. There's no super tune.
There's no
like
above
you just
tune.
You just have a more in-depth tuning process.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that's my for me.
And sometimes
like,
it doesn't. It's like you spent. It's like I want to go from. It's any sport. I want to go from being really good to the best, and now I put in 100% more energy for 1.5% more performance.
Maybe 1.5. Yeah, yeah. That's I like the tinkering process. I like the mental training that it gives me. Everything about the bow. I love it. According to the tuning, like people talk about super tune. I think what they really like normally, what they would normally call tuned is probably not very tuned. Like if your broadheads and field points are not hitting together at 50, 60, 70 still, it's not tuned. And then normally you'll see, well, at least for me, normally about 80-ish, I have to start adding a yard to my broadheads just because they have the more wind resistance, less aerodynamic. And then by 100, I'm normally adding 2 yards. But otherwise, they should be left and right. They should be dead nuts together. And out to 50, 60, like my group better look like this with broadheads and field points, right?
Yeah.
Then it's tuned. And it's not super tuned. It's just tuned. That's tuned.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's what I'm after.
I feel like the only other thing that you could maybe do is like, and I've never done it, is trying to do like some like torque tuning.
I do torque tuning.
You know, like,
yep.
But like if your field points and your broadheads hit together and your actual arrow comes out of the bow and like flies the way it's supposed to. Then.
Yep.
The thing, do you ever see what way your arrow spins out of your bow before you fletch?
I've checked every bow of my last 5 or 6 bow, and they all spin left as a right-handed shooter. So I have no idea. So I fletch left. And I don't think it freaking matters.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. But
I don't think it matters either. I just was curious.
Yeah. But all of my bows for the last 5 or 6 bows have spun left out of the bow.
Yep.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys like archery,
dude, we'll have some stuff.
There will be more to talk about.
Dude,
and you will hear Zach not know what he's talking about. I probably won't say much if I don't know what I'm talking about, but Jared will know a lot more than me.
I pretend to know a lot more. And yeah, that's what you'll have a really professional video coming out on Zach building his bow, and you're gonna have a janky kind of jammed in the corner camera angle of me building if that bow shows up today. Because Zach's leaving for Mexico again. He's just friggin' living part-time in Mexico nowadays. And and if the bow shows up, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go build it. I'm going to shoot it until you get back. And then I'll throw together a little edit on how I built my bow.
Hi, I'm Jared, and this is my bow. It better be good.
It'll be something.
You just got to get the information across.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, speaking of which, like me putting barricade build videos coming out this week.
Yep.
We'll have that out.
We built the barricade. You're going to see.
Yep. So this is my longest edit I've done so far. Zach had some notes for me, but still, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Big thank you to our buddy Cam and Brian and the crew at Montana Metal Art.
Yep.
They're here in Four Corners.
Yep.
In Bozeman, Montana. They have a sick new laser table.
Yep.
If you need anything cut out, go talk to those boys.
Heck yeah. And they're
Cam's making a sick wall mount for Euros, for deer, antelope,
Those are sick.
goat. They're rifle shooters. They have an FFL.
Yeah, you need
They
some
can do
transfers
custom
done.
fabrication. If you just got money and you need a new oven hood,
Yeah.
go hit them up.
Yeah.
They're awesome dudes.
Great dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got a trophy room.
But they're only friends with us, so don't try to be too good friends with them.
Their waiting room is a trophy room.
It's
they
like a
got
museum.
some critters in there, dude. My God. So yeah, it's hard to not walk in there and not be in there for 3 hours talking and hearing the stories on each one of them. I love it.
I feel like there's more things out there in the world, but
Sheep talk. We talked about sheep. How much the sheep frustration that I have.
yeah, that'll probably be something bigger within the scope of our company. But gosh, sheep, just you look at them wrong and they fall over, and then you look at the tags we have in Montana. They've only continued to go down and down and down. And guess what big conservation organization is here in Montana?
Yeah.
Wild Sheep Foundation.
Yeah.
Oh, we raised this much money and we have this giant banquet and we beat our chests about how we're so good at conservation.
Yeah.
And you can't even increase the sheep numbers in your own home state.
Yeah. It's frustrating, man.
There's a lot of politics, obviously.
Yeah, it's just
which is the worst part of conservation and sheep hunting.
It is.
It's just a rich people's club.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Because nothing against sheep hunting. I like hunting over just about everything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's frustrating. They keep taking sheep out of here and trading them other places, and they just die. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, not super pumped on sheep. Like, I don't even put it. I've literally forgot to put in the past 2 years. Just like, and that's like, it wouldn't mean as much to me as somebody else. So
yeah,
taking one person out of the name or out of the pool.
I just want to get one good sheep hunt.
Yeah.
Here in Montana.
Yeah.
Draws aren't great.
Yeah. Go freaking. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time because it's like, I don't want to do something once. I've very little interest in doing something once. I don't like 1 7 to 10 day hunt per season. I want to hunt as many days per year as I can. And I want to take all that time and knowledge and experience and I want to apply it to next year. And then I want to do it the year after that and year after that. And you can't do it with sheep unless you're a rich guy, which whatever, if that's what they want to spend their money on, it's up to them. But for me, I'd rather go on a adventure every year and apply what I learned and the experience and all the stories to next year. And I want to do it a lot. And like if I bought one sheep hunt and it's like in 2029 or something like that, and I'm like prepping for it all this time, and then I got one sheep hunt, one 10-day hunt, and then it's like crap weather, we can't find sheep, whatever. And it's like, that just would not be worth it to me. Flat out wouldn't be worth it. And that's where I'm like, I can just hunt here. I can guarantee you go on way harder of a hunt than some silly sheep hunt in Alaska here in Montana, not very far from here, and hunt deer or elk or whatever, right? And have unlimited amounts of adventure versus one silly hunt.
You can definitely go on challenging sheep hunts. It's just most people don't.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of the mountain mule deer and elk hunts that we go on are much more challenging.
100%.
Sheep hunts.
Yeah.
You're in sheep country.
Yeah.
For those kinds of hunts.
Yep. And I can do it every year.
Can do it every year.
Yep. So that's what, I've got sheep's a funny thing for me. I got a weird opinion on them, but it's not the holy grail that a lot of people look at it. That in my mind, it's not the holy grail that a lot of people put it at. You right?
Yeah.
Put it on top shelf. It's the ultimate animal thing. Nah.
I mean, if we lived in Alaska or even in Canada, we would sheep hunt.
Oh yeah. Yep.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Because it's actually
I could do it every
available.
year. Yep.
But it's not.
And even the unlimited, we have unlimited options here, but I don't do that either because it's like, again, if I do happen to kill one, now I've got a 7-year wait.
Yeah.
And it's just not what.
I just don't want to go hunt medium sheep, you know? Like a 160 is a big ram in the unlimiteds, you know?
Yeah.
I just don't really want to go. Like, if you actually look at the unlimiteds, it's like the majority of the sheep killed are in pretty condensed areas where there's competition and it's not really like the sheep hunting experience.
Yep.
And I'm still young enough and holding out to draw a tag and actually just have it to myself.
Nice. Yeah. I'll go with you.
We have mule deer hunting and elk hunting to ourselves, even though everyone can do it. It's just like, I don't want to go compete and hope that some other dorks don't shoot the first legal ram that they see just to say they killed an unlimited.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish they'd manage it different. We should get old 100%. Roscoe on here.
That'd be great. I'd love to chat with him about it.
It'd be sick if we get Roscoe and Brendan Burns.
Oh, dude, that'd be so fun. I would love to hear the two of them. They love it, dude, and that's a very different thing.
It's talk more.
I do too. Yeah. I those two guys freaking love sheep.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And I respect the hell out of both of them because they love sheep.
Admirable.
My issue is the rich guys that look, because it's unattainable unless you have money. It's just that's what they're looking at. They're not looking at. It's not that they might say they love sheep. It's not like Kurt and Brendan, dude. Those two dudes love sheep.
Yes. They
go to look at sheep every year. They just want to go see. They love sheep, and they're a very small percentage of people, of sheep hunters, I would say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If all the sheep hunters were like those guys, then
I'd love them.
Be sweet.
So cool. Yeah.
It's just sheep hunting. It's just people. They put it on a pedestal.
Yeah.
When it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's just another animal.
Yeah.
There's just a lot less of them.
Yeah. They're silly. They're trying to die, dude. They're trying to
They
extinct
are looking
themselves.
for ways to die.
They're like, how do we extinct ourselves as quickly as possible?
They're like, no.
Yeah.
How can we die the fastest? Mountain goats are just like, we don't go anywhere in the winter.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, whatever. Those things are lame. Their horns only get this big.
They only get this big, dude. They're so cool. Mountain goats are so much cooler, awesome. Dude. They're so gnarly.
I think they're definitely cooler than sheep.
Bro, they are so gnarly.
If you took the horns
off
of sheep, no one would like them.
Yeah, they're ugly. They have ugly faces.
They're just...
Yeah.
The fact that they butt heads is like the coolest part of them.
Yeah.
I do like desert sheep. If I was going to be a sheep hunter, I'd be a desert sheep hunter. Their Rocky Mountain Bighorns are cool too because they just get big. Yeah. But the desert sheep, they just look like aliens.
Yeah, they're crazy looking.
They're just like skinny little like heads and like ET looking things.
Yeah.
They're just like hiding in the rocks. They're so hard to spot. Some of those Mexican guides are beasts.
Really?
They're just on the Swarrows. I mean, it'd be like us. I'm sure if they came up here and looked for mule deer, we'd be like, you see that one over there? They'd be like, where?
Yeah.
They're just tuned in though.
Used to looking at that country.
Yeah. So, trying to think if there's anything else cool that you guys would care about.
Yeah, what else were you working on? I feel like there's more stuff. There's always more stuff that we have. Every time I drive away from your house, I call you right away because it's like, we forgot to talk about these 3 things.
There's always like 10 things. I'm like, I'll talk to him about it next time. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Sure. April update. Yeah.
We got through there. I only cussed once. Sorry, Jared.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll go pin that out.
Dang it. Yeah. I shot NRL Hunter and we filmed on the Bighorn River in Wyoming. It's definitely not a secret. And so there is supposed to be a little 3-part YouTube series. Who knows when that'll come out. So if there's any really good video editors that just want to like edit some video for free, hit us up. Probably not any of those, but we have too much editing to do.
Yeah. That was actually my question. What's our next film? What would be our next one? Other than like we got some tutorial stuff and whatever bow builds, but what would be our next film?
The Barricade video, and then the Coos Deer will be like the first real film.
Yeah.
The bear hunts are in June, so that's a little TBD. I'm hopefully going to hire someone to edit our hunt.
Nice.
I think. Especially if Travis films it.
Oh, cool. What's your thoughts on the mountain mule deer hunt?
So the mountain mule deer hunt from last year, and then there's an antelope hunt I did a couple years ago. Those will be hunt films this fall.
Oh, cool.
We'll probably have some fishing stuff that'll come out this year that we haven't shot yet, but that'll probably try to get turned quicker. I don't know. It's a little TBD because I really want to do a film premiere in Bozeman for some of our hunting films for our community.
Yep.
Get the boys stoked before the general public gets it.
That'd be cool. Might hold on to something.
And it's just like we want to make these films good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough. I mean, even the Mexico Coos deer hunt's one of the quicker turns I've done on like a real hunt film, and that was mid-January, and it's going to be May, so that's February, March, April, 3.5 months.
That's pretty quick.
You know?
Yeah.
So even on the bear films, like you'd just be right into fall.
Yeah.
So unless I have someone edit one of those, even then it's like, well, I'm not going to probably put a bear film out in
we kind of want to wait till spring.
August, you know? It's like you kind of almost wait till winter time.
Yeah.
We're in the process of building a lot of stuff, probably some more educational and some smaller pieces and some older hunt films, which are still sick, but that'll kind of be
nice.
Some of the content roster.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there'll be a bunch of sweet stuff next year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we're building foundation still right now. It's like scrambling.
Yeah, you don't build a house overnight, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
We're still putting the concrete footings, man.
Yeah, dude, we're digging.
The forms might just be of goddamn. We haven't even poured the concrete yet. Yeah. Trying to figure out what the foundation should look like.
100%, dude.
Yeah. As far as the business goes, a lot of personal investment and time, and $0 earned in either of our pockets yet. Just FYI for all of you out there in the world.
A lot going out.
Whatever money does come in will be invested into the business and not into our pockets. So that's cool and scary. Mostly for me. Jared has a side hustle.
Yeah.
I kind of do, but it's less reliable than Jared's.
Yeah.
Jared has 4 mouths to feed, though, so he needs some income stream.
I need some income for sure.
But yeah, we got a lot of things we're working on to be revealed at more in depth at a later date. You can't put the cart in front of the horse.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we got a fun project.
You will be brought in behind the curtain when the time is right on all the things.
For sure.
It's just, you kind of got to work in your own little black hole for a while when you're starting a business.
Yep.
So
100%.
It'll be good. I think it'll be good. We talked about it today. There's no reason it won't be good. It's just, it's hard to do your own thing. And that's why a lot of people don't do it. And it's scary. And you just got to be able to just like commit and just keep doing all the things that you know. It's kind of like hunting.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go kill your first archery bull and you've never shot a bow. Like there's a lot of stuff that you got to do. And you got to commit to potentially being really bad at that for years.
Yeah. Yeah, you might hunt 7, 8, 9 years without shooting a bull.
Same as starting a business.
Yep, 100%.
You got to commit to not having any real big wins for a while.
Yeah, it's great. The struggle's the best part.
A lot of like, we're teeing up baseballs everywhere to hit home runs later.
Yeah. But I've come to this view on life more recently since I've turned 40, or I'm 42 now, but like, with the last couple of years, I used to always like try and get past the struggle. I want to get past the struggle. I want to get to comfortable. And now it's like, and you see people, you just like be aware of like where other people are that are super successful. And it's like, dude, they're not any happier than I am.
No,
guaranteed. Like I see them, they're less happy, dude. They're maybe more depressed or whatever. And they've got all the money, they have all the time, and they're trying to find crap to do. It's like, man, we're in the struggle, dude. And that's just life. And I'm enjoying the struggle more. Wherever this goes, dude. I'm enjoying the struggle.
I like what we get to do every day. Just I wish it was like twice as many hours in every day.
That's the thing, dude. The hours go by quick, dude, but I'm enjoying it. I've still got electrical work I'm doing. Still like, trying to be a good leader with my team there, and I'm, still like obsessed with photography, filming, learning the editing. And I'm like, it's fun, dude. I'm just like obsessed with all of it. And it's like, I'm enjoying the struggle. I'm on YouTube every time that I go to edit a video because I forget how to do some silly thing in Premiere Pro because it's the least intuitive program on the freaking planet. And at some point, we should switch over to DaVinci Resolve because it's way more intuitive.
Goodness.
Just saying, dude. Watch a review, dude. It's way more intuitive. But I'm enjoying the struggle, dude. Like, not even joking. Like, it's like, dude, I'm gonna get dialed on Premiere Pro. Maybe we switch to DaVinci at some point.
Maybe we will. When Jared starts cranking some heaters, then my ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the program that's holding back right now.
It's not the program. Well, it kind of is. It's frustrating. It's get out, dude. It's just like the least intuitive thing. The names of things.
To do?
Just the names of things.
You need like one tool. You need the pointer tool.
I know. It's
and you just drag clips back in and out and forth and up and down. That's it.
Dude,
and then you just put clips in and out.
Lumetri color.
The color is not as good as DaVinci.
Super frustrating. The color that for me, operating the color in Premiere is extremely frustrating.
It's good. It's refining your eye. If you could do it in Lumetri, though, you could definitely do it in DaVinci.
Well, that's what. Yeah. And then the other thing is Essential Sounds in freaking Premiere Pro. God, dude, it's just
you can edit it in Adobe Audition.
I need to get Audition. I've been trying not to buy all of the $185 a month of Adobe.
No, it's like $59 or like something.
Right now, I'm at $22 a month. I do Lightroom and I do Premiere Pro, and I've been trying not to do the whole freaking thing. Like, you use Figma for some, like doing my little graphics. I use Figma because it's free. And but at some point I need to get the sound out because the sound is a challenge for me.
You'll get the whole Creative Cloud at some point.
I'm trying to avoid.
What does DaVinci Resolve cost?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
No, there's something you have.
There's
to
a
pay.
free version. Let me see how much.
Yeah, you don't want the free version though. You never want the free version. What's the real cost? I should ask Christian because that's what he edits.
Is he? Dude, that's probably why his edit was so good.
Yeah, totally. He'd probably be so bad if he had to use Premiere.
Oh, dude. I haven't met him yet. He's gonna kick me in the shin when he meets me. Just like,
no, he's too nice for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
DaVinci Resolve 20, professional editing color, free download.
Yeah,
or you buy it one time. One time buy it for $295 forever, and you own it.
It's not bad.
You own it.
But it doesn't come with Photoshop. Doesn't come with
Lightroom.
Lightroom.
With Photoshop.
You're still gonna have to pay for the Adobe stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Might as well just have it all, dude.
Just pay monthly forever.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, it was Easter yesterday. We love you. Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to end a podcast.
I think I'm gonna crank this out. You guys want this tomorrow? I'll put this one out tomorrow, and I'll do the second one from Wyoming Thursday. That's what we'll do. We'll do a double. Double? You want a double? I'll give you a double. That's what we'll do.
Double podcast.
Double podcast. Sounds good.
Inbound.
Let's get her out. All right. End of it. Clap, clap, clap. Sync.